Brooke Ashley Hall, a TikToker and social media personality known for posing dance clips and lip sync videos, recently vented on TikTok in a now deleted video how a former friend exposed her new address online to millions of followers, putting her children and privacy at risk. So we have the video here. We'll go ahead and play it.
Everyone wants to know why I don't address the fact that I've moved. So let me go ahead and just break it down for you. For the last year, I've been harassed by a stalker that lives here in Las Vegas, Nevada, that I used to be friends with. And she leaked my address to millions, hundreds of thousands of people, because she is so offended that I don't want to be friends with her anymore. Then all of a sudden, we move into a new home. Who would know where our new address is? Let me just tell you, someone that would live here in Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? It's very easy to know whenever you live here in Las Vegas, Nevada, where somebody lives. So with the little bit that I've shown of my new house address is already leaked. Already. So you put my family in danger again, you put my privacy in danger again, and everyone wants to know, when are we getting a house tour? You're not. You're not. Because I'm sick and tired of being harassed by other influencers, by other people, because I lease. Are you mad? I paid $45,000 a month to lease for a year. I wanted to own the property. I decided to back out of escrow. I was gonna make a YouTube video about it, but I was waiting to clear it up until I moved out of my house because it was actively on the market for sale. Okay, is that what you want? Is that supposed to make me look like am I a fraud because I was leasing a place? Are you a fraud because you're leasing a place? I just want to know. Do you want to know? Do you want me to come out of my mouth and say, I'm paying over $50-some thousand a month in my lease to the internet? Does it matter if I'm leasing or if I'm owning? I'm living there. Do you lease? Do you own? Only someone owning would try to make someone leasing feel so belittled about themselves that they would leak someone's address. Only someone owning would say, it's okay, some of us are owners and some of us are renters. Why do you care? Why do you care about my black family? If we lease or if we own, how we make our money, what we do online with our social media, why? Why do you care so much? Because you're so insecure with yourself. You don't like yourself. You don't own your home. Your husband bought it for you. You can't pay your bills. Let me tell you something that you can never take away from a black family like mine that got it out the mud. We were never inherited. We never got nothing. We know how to make something out of nothing. You could take everything away from me right now to this day, and I could still generate wealth because I've learned, I've adapted a skill to do that. But can you do that? If mommy and daddy took their money away, could you do that? No.
Oh my God, there's so much to unpack here. I watched this clip so many times, man. I'm sick of this girl.
Hey, man, it is what it is. It's just when you're moving in that kind of circle. Hey, man, when you could drop $50K
a
month just on rent, not utilities, not food, insurance, just on your dwellings. Must be nice, man. But shout out to him, a native Ohioan, making moves out here in the desert. Shout out to you and your family, especially little man, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what they call the baby. But yeah, man.
Now, do you watch this channel? I mean, do you watch it?
Yeah, me and the lady, man. She put me on, like I said, man, they from around the way. So
right.
Why not, man? And it's a nice little, they got a nice little thing going on, man. So hats off to them. And yeah, man, forget all those haters. But my thing is, why would you come back and then put how much you dropping per month? You could have just said, left everything out but what you're paying. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that got me. Like, now you didn't summon the wolves. You went from this chick just dropping your address to everybody like, oh, that's how much you paying a month? Like, do you ever plan on going back to Ohio? You hear what I'm saying?
Pockets. Yeah.
Right. Pocket watching time, man. That's why I'm like, did you mean to say that? But
man, I kind of scrolled through their social media, and you can say you drop $45,000 a month when you pulling up to casinos in a Lamborghini and shit. Yeah, people will be pocket watching you all day, especially with the number of followers you have, how much influence you have, this and that. People will already speculate on your finances, and here you go, just saying that, you know, you got your rent money laying around. Yeah, it's
But can you break down why would somebody even think about paying that kind of money for a lease? You know, Warren Buffett still stays in his house, his first home. You know, and
mhm.
he's one of the world's richest men. And I just don't understand. But help the audience understand the way you broke it down to me earlier about how this works, the loophole.
Well,
I can
considering
say
that
loophole.
she
But
is a very successful TikToker, and I can only assume that this is wrapped up into a business, an LLC,
right.
or some type of some type of business.
Yep.
With that being said, she's running a home office, so now you have that $45,000 a month tax deduction as uh, your office expenses, and everything that she's showing on those cameras
Hmm.
is deduction time. So it's not a bad move. Um, and the whole rent versus own, I mean, over the last few years, we saw an extreme rise in the cost of homes. And of course, whatever goes up must come down. So there are a lot of reports saying that the housing market is starting to flatten out. So we're seeing maybe a plateau and then a rapid drop off. And as you remember from the last housing crisis, especially in Las Vegas, um, these homes lost more than 50% of their value. So just imagine, I'm just throwing numbers out here, but let's just say she's living in a $30 million mansion. Um, and she ended up purchasing it this year. Instead of paying that $500,000 in rent this year, she could possibly eat a $15 million loss.
Total.
And that's not really where you want to be, especially when interest rates are through the roof. Interest rates are some of them are at around 7%
7%.
for housing. So you remember, imagine eating a $15 million loss and then paying 7% on top of that.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm broke. So
we just hear we stuck at 50,000. We hear that per month. And just like, I don't care how much money you have coming in and how much you could write off and all that other, fanciness that your accountant could work. But man, it just amazed me on how 50K. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man, 50K. That's a lot of money, man. Whoo,
No.
a month.
I didn't know this woman until you sent me the clip. So, I'm just like trying to scan the internet and find out some information. Her husband's a boxer?
Former boxer.
Former boxer. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Why would you, go through that shit anymore when you could do this and not get punched in the face?
Oh, yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So they're making moves, man. And yeah, it just tripped me out. I stopped processing after I heard that amount monthly going out for a rental, and was like, you could build a house. There's plenty of land out here. You could, go that route. But hey, man, they know their business.
Yeah.
Apparently, So yeah, my hats off to them, and wish them well. And got to watch the people that you hang around with, and tighten up your circle. Apparently, because you got some wicked friends, or wicked friends. Fuck.
I don't know. I mean, if you're filming your TikToks and YouTubes inside of your home, it's not going to be very hard to find out where you live.
Even
like we
inside?
Even inside. I just imagine she has an elevator in her home. Those permits have to be filed somewhere. Yeah. So it's, and when you deal with a house this large, you're not dealing with the cookie cutter homes that we grew up in.
Facts.
So
you're going to stand out.
There's going to be some telltales.
Got you. If you're looking, but my thing is, folks, you need not put it out there. Just randomly somebody do a Google search of her and her address pop up, you know, that's not cool. You know.
And also, if you're being an internet celebrity, what privacy do you expect?
Oh.
You know, what I mean, in all reality, when you're putting your entire life, your children, your husband, everybody on TikTok for millions of people to view each video, how much privacy can you possibly expect, and then get upset when someone gives away something like your address? And these aren't, you know, there are only so many exotic cars in Vegas. You know what I mean? There are only so many houses that could possibly be yours. You're black. How many black people could possibly live in those neighborhoods?
You know, that was it. That was it right there. It's like, you know who do I need to say it? It's like, yes, the black family, you know.
You're not hard down to hunt down if somebody really wanted to know. Yeah, and yeah, you can throw it on some former friend that's a hater now. I mean, but the way I see it is that you're just trying to generate views on some toxic bullshit. Oh man. And to be offended that someone says that you're renting versus owning, at that level, you hear a lot of rich people talk about how they rent assets.
Everything.
Yeah.
They rent their house, cars, offices, hell, even jewelry, you know, for special occasions, you know, stuff like that. It's not a big deal, but I guess she's feeling some type of way because she did, you know, she started from the bottom, you know, and she's proud of, you know, what her and her family has done. And to hell with anybody who's trying to shit on that, you know, trying to look down on somebody who's renting. But to me, she's not necessarily renting. She's just playing the game. You know, she's going through the process, you know, like, maybe I don't want to own right now. Maybe it's not a good time. But the fact that she can make the payments, shit, you all laces with me, you know, you could cut that check every month. Shit, you all good no matter what.
Oh, that would be sickening. My stomach would hurt cutting that check every month. Yeah, but you know, if you got it, you got it. You know.
Yeah, but I hear your logic on her coming out blaming a friend for it when it's so easy to find anybody these days, especially when you're filming at home. You know, you are pretty much the only people that look like you in your cul-de-sac, and
it's your business to keep your business in the street.
Right?
It's mind blowing. Her, and that's
her
where
out.
I'm just her outrage is just seems like it's manufactured.
Much.
Yeah,
got you. Okay, but I was stuck. You that stuck to you. The only thing that stuck to me was that money that's coming out, and my first thought was, wow, all those people back home are like, that's how you living? You know, you're gonna have a lot of one-way flights to Vegas from Ohio, you know, relatives coming out of the woodwork trying to find, you know, looking at your friend's post about your address.
Yeah, shit. You spend that much money on rent, your people back home might just get kidnapped. You know, they might start kidnapping themselves. You know, you get two cousins together, and
because it's true. Yeah. But did you see her TikTok? How much she say? We would never see that kind of money in a lifetime. That 1 month.
Help me duct tape myself up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Miss Brooke Ashley, please stop dropping your finances out there. You know, it's your location is already, like Tank said, you're a social media personality. You're out there. You're not hard to find, especially in your neighborhood. Any neighborhood that you move in for this, the way, you know, you guys are moving, which hats off to you guys again. But yeah, please do not drop the money aspect of it ever. ever again. Please don't do that for the real safety of your family.
She knows where she comes from. That's a huge no-no.
That part,
Yeah.
that part. Yeah, please don't do that. But yeah, man, that's that. I just wanted to, touch on that for a little bit. And I hope they find a safe space and continue what they're doing, man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Best of luck to you, girl.
All right.
You want to cut it out?
Yeah. I saw how you felt.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, man. I don't want to be disrespectful, not to a back home girl, man.
Got you. Yeah. I got you. But like you said, you watched this how many times?
Too many. Because I just kept replaying it. Like, man, we should just like play like the first 10 seconds, stop, and just run with it. Play another 10 seconds, stop, run with it. Because that she dropped a lot to unpack. Like, this is all based on race and wow.
Yeah, like we know your family's black. We got it. You just be cool. Keep your finances to yourself. No need to flex, because apparently you guys are doing well. So no need to do that.
Yeah,
that's how you keep your family safe.
Yeah, if you're hiding, be upset if somebody leaked your address. But you have millions of followers and you film at home. I fail to grasp the concept of privacy in your life. I really do. Yeah, I don't get it. I'd scroll through her TikTok and she was going to Target. Like, I know she didn't drive across town to go to the other one. It's in your neighborhood.
So if they see you at this Target, all the many people who shop at Target, right?
Yeah.
And then they think about, well, how many black families are in this neighborhood?
Yeah. How many $30 million mansions are close to this Target?
Yeah.
I think it's fake outrage, but the whole world's a stage, right?
That's it, sir. That's it. That's the point. That is the point, man. Keep them talking. That's all. Keep them talking.
Yeah. I wonder why she deleted the video, though.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't. She just did it and was pissed and just posted it and then realized, oh shit, did I just tell the world how much I spend in rent? I don't know. Seriously, man, because that's the only thing. Forget all that fake outrage, dude. How much money?
Yeah.
That's a lot of coin. Even, to even write that off, that's still a lot of coin.
Yeah, that's gangster.
Definitely
gangster. But it's beneficial. I just think if you were running two corporations, one that owned a home and one that rented it from yourself.
Wow.
That's a huge come up, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So hustle on, girl.
Please.
I love you for it.
Please. And I hope you do a tutorial on exactly that. You could do that. It's legal. So damn.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Gangster. Peace, brother.
Peace.